All right, so it's a report going around. I told you I would get to the video that Detroit Lions are going to be taking a hard look at offensive tackle in free agency. They're doing their homework on it. But then you got people that's shifting. Oh, they probably need to sign the center. Bro, they understand if center was their priority or if tackle going to be the priority, they understand where the priority lies at because they understand what they about to do. All right. They understand that more than likely, I'm gonna tell you what's probably gonna happen. How I feel like it's gonna happen. They gonna take the center, which Ragnar played right guard his first year or one of the guard spots. Then he kicked the center his second year when it slowed down. Now, if they go cheap on center, which are cheap on tackle, they're not gonna get a premium tackle, right? They're gonna get somebody that they can temporarily get by with. Then they're gonna draft a tackle, and they're gonna do the same thing that Quintricia did with Frank Ragnow. What they're probably gonna do with Tate Radish, they're gonna play that tackle at left guard for a season. Then he's gonna probably be a left tackle in the near future. Now, personally, how I would handle it is this. That may be a contingency plan, but I feel like they're going to spend money to protect Jared Goff because it's imperative that happens. Especially about to spend money on Jahmyr Gibbs, you need to be well in the trenches, right? So there are some couple options here, but I think the option for what I researched, the number one option in my opinion, just from my smidget of research, is a division rival, right? It is a guy down here. He down there, but he gonna get paid from what I feel like. He not is this guy? Nope, not him. He a little bit further down. No, this guy Rashid Walker. This is the guy. I feel like this is the guy. I don't know what this 20 million mean. Let me go back up and see what that means. Market value. So you look at the market value. I didn't even look at this. Look at the market value of everybody else. Look, this is just assumption. You got another guy, Davis, and he's a guard, so they didn't need to talk about that. You got another dude. He got drafted out of USC. I remember he was a guard, so he ain't no left tackle. Al Javier Vera Tucker, he really a guard by nature, if my memory serves me correctly. You start to look at everybody else on this list, and like I said, I didn't even look at the market value, what they believe they may be worth. This guy at the bottom, he worth the most. You want to know what makes Rashid Walker so special? What makes Rashid Walker so special is he has a 96% pass blocking grade. When I looked it up with the help of Google AI, he has a 26%. 26%. He was a 7th round draft pick. He out of Penn State. He had a 76. He had a 96 pass blocking grade. Now you know why that's so important. See, you can work with a run blocker. I'm not sure what his run blocking grade is. We could look it up. Let me see. But you know what makes him a great fit? He's not a great run blocker. His pass block win rate was 93.8%. Right? His pass blocking was 70. It was a 70 grade. All his metrics weren't good, but that pass blocking win rate, that's what I was looking at. Excuse me. Hopefully I didn't mute the mic. That's what I was looking at. And when you get such a tackle with that potential, if you can get, he has an inconsistency, but his potential is that he's a great pass blocker. Run blocking, I mean, it is what it is, but this is the guy. Now, if you're going to pay him 20, will he get 20? Who knows? Right? Solid pass, particularly in 3-step drop, 80.4% with high durability and consistent. His weaknesses, run block remains a weaker point with poor performance in zone schemes, though. In gap schemes, blocking improves to the fit. So I'm not sure what scheme. I don't think the Lions run much of, but I don't know. I ain't gonna act like I know. But his ability to protect the backside that's what you're looking for. You might be like, well, why don't you just switch Sewell to the left side? He's not a great pass blocker. He's adequate, but he's not great. So you just need a really good pass blocker on that backside. And if you can get a really good pass blocker on that backside, that's what you already had. You had a average to subpar average run blocker in Taylor Decker. Now, in reality, you would love to go over there and get a guy that can pass block and run block. But even if they got a guy like this, right? Even if they got a guy like this, realistically, they probably still gonna draft a tackle. Now, what makes more sense, honestly, if they get a guy like Cam Robinson. He played left tackle for a minute. Well, but then again, it was just Cleveland was just horrible blocking. They were horrible. So you look here, you don't have much work here. You have a lot of people that you can put at left tackle, and then you can draft a guy, and then he can go to left tackle, and that's maybe what you're looking for. But you don't have much here. So really, you're looking at a guy like Rasheed Walker, Cam Robinson, he's temporary. He's temporary at tackle. So realistically, in layman's terms, it's very imperative that they grab a left tackle, or they could look for trade. Now, if you talk about just in general going to get a free agent center, I mean, it's the kid from Baltimore. It's the kid from Baltimore. That's who you're looking to get. Tyler Linderbaum, 26 years old. You got another guy, Connor McGarvin, who played with the Bills, right up under him, a little bit older. But hey, why not? So you got options. You got a couple options here. Me personally, probably I don't know how they feel about Tay Ratledge playing center. But really, the tackle position come down to two guys. If you being dead ass serious, it comes down to Hitchens. It comes down to Walker and Robinson. And in a couple scenarios, to be honest with you, both of those can be temporary. Those both can be temporary when we talking about, they might be temporary. Maybe you can coach Rasheed Walker into that guy, but this both contemporary. Literally, you just getting tackle insurance until that left tackle is ready. So to come into play. So, personally, regardless if Decker come in this year or next year, you need tackle insurance. Now you might say, Manu Giovanni, could he be ready? I wouldn't bank on it. So you get a rookie, you get Manu Giovanni. You got two other guys behind the guy that you bringing in that can play center. I can dig it. I really can dig it. So you got three guys that can be contingency if you go out there and get Walker and Robertson and you draft a guy. So you get three guys that can be contingency plans. That's why I'm not mad about it. You got Manu who can step in and play tackle. You're going to draft the tackle that can step in and play tackle. So regardless if, Sewell need a break or something happen, you got a couple guys that can, cover Sewell, and you got a guy that can cover and back up for the left tackle if something happens. So really they may also, be looking at, trades. They may be also looking at the ability to make a trade. They may be looking at the ability to make a trade. So if that's the case, they're looking at the ability to make a trade. So be it. But right now, that's who the tackles come down to. That's who it come down to. Walker, Robinson, in my opinion. Some of those guys they was playing tackle like Alvear, Tucker, and all that, man. Respectfully, he really was a guard coming out of UFC. He's playing out of position. He's playing out of position in New York. So, some of these guys. So he right now, left tackles are a particular taste. their particular taste. So appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description and say find me everywhere. You can find me everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support, peace.